get into dental school. And also for 2020, as I mentioned earlier, that I wanted to graduate. I'm going to try to keep this just around 35 minutes or so. But I mentioned in the episode, I should say, I want to keep the episode just around 35 minutes or so. But I mentioned that I needed to take one class in order to graduate in 2019. And if I don't take that class, I'll have to go back to school in 2020 just to take that one class in the spring. So what I'm going to try to do is get that class done either at Chattahoochee Technical, because we get credits from taking classes over there. So I'm going to try and take that class over there if I can, and just try to knock it out of the way so I can have the first 6 to 8 months of 2020 ready for myself. And the first 4 months, I think I'm going to be getting ready for the DATs, just doing more enhanced studying. And then I'm taking the DATs in May of 2020. But then what I'm going to do after that is take the time out to do this project Imhotep, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So Project Imhotep. So it's an internship, and it's a public health internship with Morehouse College of Medicine or School of Medicine, whichever one it is. It's basically an 11-week program, and you work in these underrepresented communities, trying to familiarize yourself with the epidemiology, scientific theories, and also just, I don't know all the details to it, but I know someone who did the internship, and they said it's a really good internship. You're trained for the first 2 weeks, and then the last 9 weeks is when you go out and you start doing work. You're going to be with a one-on-one mentor / advisor, and then at the end of the internship, you're going to have to put together a power presentation speaking about your experience, and also I think you're going to have the opportunity to write about your experience, and it's going to be published in a public health journal, if I'm not mistaken, as well. I read up on it a little bit. So it's going to be a really good experience, and it's through the CDC. So the CDC, I think, is the host, but then they're just using Morehouse as a channel to get it done. And that's, I think, is a great experience. So my hope is to be able to get into that. I checked over the requirements. I'm going to have all the requirements when it's time for me to apply. And I think application starts in October of 2018. So October of 2018, I'm definitely going to apply for that internship and try to get it. So 2019, as soon as I'm done taking the dental admissions test, I'll jump right into doing that internship. And that internship is going to be done just before dental school starts. So hopefully everything streamlines together. So as soon as the internship is done, I'll probably have like a week or 2 or maybe 3 or a month, who knows, before I get into dental school. Because I don't think dental school starts when undergrad starts. Because undergrads usually start like the middle of August. And I'm going to have to find out from somebody. I'm actually going to DM one of my friends who's in dental school right now and find out. But yeah, it's like, if I have enough time in between, it'll give me enough time to decide and choose which school I'm going to go to. And then I'm going to have to move to that city if it's another city, or if I'm going to go to school here in Georgia, which is the only school in Georgia, which is the University of Augusta School of Dentistry, then I'm just going to have to move up to Augusta. But it's going to give me enough time to get all that stuff figured out. So hopefully everything comes together. And I'm just going to be able to have a pretty good 2 summers. So this one was pretty good, even though with the unfortunate situation with my grandmother, it still turned out to be an okay situation because I went back home for the first time. I had some really good Guyanese food. I was eating like crazy. I was eating so much Guyanese food. I even brought back food with me too. Brought back a lot of traditional food. But yeah, it was a good couple of months off. So as I said, this is just an update episode, just to let you guys know what's been going on with me for quite some time. And for anybody who's been concerned or who has been wondering why they haven't been seeing any new episodes, I hope this episode suffices your concern. I appreciate everyone for listening. I appreciate all the followers, the subscribers. Once again, you can find us on Instagram at the OV Pod. And on Instagram, my handle is AMODDS. AMODDS. Thank you once again for all the support. Thank you to everybody who's been listening. I hope this episode makes you guys feel better about everything that's been going on. Thank you for those who reached out to me when my grandmother passed. A lot of people didn't really know because I didn't say much. So only the people that were really, really close to me, they knew of the situation. Some people even thought I was just going back to Guyana for vacation. but they didn't know. I didn't feel like I wanted to go through the whole thing of telling everybody, because then it's so much. And then I'm a low-key kind of person, I'm very sociable, but I'm also a very low-key person, especially when it comes to stuff like that. I don't really say much. I try to deal with it within the family, and I'm happy for everyone who also gave us the privacy. Our family definitely appreciated it. And we are grateful for everyone who supported, grateful for everyone who showed up at all the events that we held back there. I am also grateful to be a part of this family and be a part of this rich legacy, and to be able to continue this legacy and carry it out the way my grandmother and my grandfather intended for it to be, and even my great-grandmother and great-grandfather intended for it to be. So once again, thank you guys so much for all the support. This has been episode 6, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.